Tuesday lunchtime inside one of London's most prestigious restaurants. Normally, this place is packed. Today, they aren't even serving lunch, just preparing for the evening.
But normally, obviously, if the lunch was happening, this would be...
We would be in lunch service now, yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
The problem isn't so much demand, people still want to eat out. It's that, amongst other things, restaurants like this can't get the staff.
If I advertise, what I get now is I get 4 or 5 CVs from abroad, mostly from the EU, people who I can't employ. If we could have full employment, all of those people would be generating national insurance, income tax, the VAT that, on the cup of coffee that you buy on your way to the train station in the morning. That all generates wealth, and that wealth is not being generated because we can't operate at full capacity.
Extrapolate this across the country and you start to see why the International Monetary Fund is so pessimistic about the UK's prospects. Back in October, they thought economic growth, the red bar here, would be somewhere in the middle of the industrialised pack this year. Its new forecasts paint a far gloomier picture. The UK the weakest, not just in the developed world, but of any country mentioned by the fund, including Russia. Why? Its chief economist says it's partly those labour shortages, partly higher taxes, partly Brexit, and partly higher energy costs.
We've had a very sharp increase in natural gas prices, energy prices in the UK, and there is a larger share of energy that is coming from natural gas, with a higher pass-through to final consumers. And so that has affected, there's been a stronger cost of living crisis, if you want, in the UK.
But has the fund gone a bit too far?
I think it's a little bit too negative, given the state of the economy. It's saying that the UK will perform at the bottom of the G7 in those terms. I don't think that's where we're going to sit. We're going to sit in the middle of the pack.
Now, this is just a forecast. It'll probably end up being wrong. And it doesn't change much in practice. Life, the economy, the cost of living crisis, it all goes on as it was pretty much before. But it is awfully awkward for the government. Only a week or two ago, the Treasury was saying that the IMF and its forecast were part of the reason the UK wasn't alone in facing tough economic times. Now, we are very much alone at the very bottom of those league tables. On the third anniversary of Brexit, Britain is still waiting for the green shoots of economic recovery. And with the rest of the world now forecast to recover, patience is beginning to run thin.